Alright guys, in today's video I'll be showing you on how to use MetaTrader 5 as a complete beginner guys. And in this video I'll be showing you everything starting from the first step to the last step on how to use this MetaTrader 5. So all you just have to do is make sure you stick to the video and get to learn everything I'm going to pass to you in this video, because if you get to skip any part of this video, you might get to lose important information. So use the little minute that we're going to spend together and get to learn something about this app guys. If you're new to this channel, my name is Philip Joshua and I've been able to teach about the Forex market starting from the beginners level to the advanced level. I've done a lot of videos about this Forex market already, and I'm also trading live videos right now, which you get to see after this video, man. So if you want to learn about the Forex market, do yourself the favor and get to watch more of my videos and get to learn from there also. Then from there you can get to know more things about the Forex market guys. So let's get into the video so you can get to learn on how to use the MetaTrader 5 the right way guys. Let's go.
So alright guys, I'll be using my mobile phone to explain it for you so you can get to understand and get to know what you should do also on your mobile phone guys. So the first thing you should do is, if you're using Apple phone, that is iPhone and the rest, you can go to your Apple store and get to search for MetaTrader 5, man. So I'm gonna go to my app store right now. So right now on my app store, I'll get to search for MetaTrader 5. Then from there we get to find MetaTrader 5. Okay, very easy guys. So we have MetaTrader 5 in this place. I need to update mine, but I think there's no need for that right now. And if you're someone that is using Android phone, you can get to download it on your Play Store, man. But then from there you can also get to install the app into your phone. Then after getting the app on your phone, the next thing you should do is get back to the app, man. So if you go to the app now, let me place my password servers. So if you get to the app now, you see that I have only two assets that I'm trading in the market, which is BTC USD and gold in the market. That's the only two assets that I'm trading right now on my currency pair account. So let's get to this part whereby you get to see first, which is this place where we have our settings in the market. In this place you get to see something like new account around the side. Then you tap on that new account. After tapping on it, you get to search for the broker that you're looking for. If you're looking for FBS as the broker, just search for FBS. You get to see FBS market in the market. So any broker that you're looking for, if you're looking for Derive also, just search for Derive on the app and you get to see Derive, man. So any broker that you're looking for, just search for the broker and get to tap on it. Then you get to see something like create a demo account. So if I want to create a demo account on these now, you can just get to press on this demo account. Then on this demo account now, I will get to place my informations in the right place. Then from there we get to start up, man. Then they will kind of send me my informations on my email. Then from there we just get to copy those information and get to log in on the app, man. So that's it for now, and let's get back to the chart, man. Let's get to show you some other things I need to know. So on this chart now, we have our quotes in the market. This is the place where you get to see all the assets that you're trading in the market. And if you want to add more assets in the market, just tap on this sign, this stuff that looks like a pen around the side. Tap on it. Then after tapping on it right now, you get to see that we have a place where we have to enter the symbol for search. So if at all I want to search for something like JBP, or yourself or JBP, and you still up the mouse here, man. So I'll just get to find the main JBP that I'm looking for. Then from there we get to add it in the market, man. For instance, I want to trade something like JBP JYP, I can just get it from here. If I want to trade JBP CHF, I can just get it. JBP card, I can just get it. JBP AUD, I can just get it in the market from this point, man. And if at all I want to take something like NAS 100, sometimes we get it as US 30 and the rest. And if I tap on it right now, I will get to add it. But if I don't want to add it, I'll just tap on it again and it won't add. But let me just tap on it so you can get to know that you can also do the same thing and get to see them on your quotes, man. So I think that's all for this place. And come on guys, I'll be adding this thing now. I'll be adding US 30. I've touched it already, so we're gonna see it on our chart also. Let's get back to our chart, man. So on our chart right now, you can see the market. You can see that we have US 30 now. We have US 500. For instance, I want to go back to that same place again and get to add JBP USD, JBP USD. Alright, let me tap on it right now so we can get to find it on our quotes also. As I just tap on it now, it has added to my quotes. If it's on Android phone, you get to see something like add on the other side of this. Then just tap on that add and you get to see it also on your phone. So once I go back to my quote now, we will get to see JBP on my quote, man. So let's get back. You can see JBP just reflected right now. And if I don't want to trade all these things again, I can still go back to the same place and get to press on these same items, man. Like this space around this side whereby I have my little circle around this place. I just tap on it, tap on this one, tap on this one also, and press on this delete sign around the side. Then from there we get to delete it from the market also. So right now I've deleted it again and it's out of my chart, man. We don't have it on my chart again. So let's move on to the next two on our MetaTrader 5, which is our chart in the market, man. So this is our chart in the market, and if you look very well, you can see that I have some kind of analysis in the market, which I'm currently waiting for, getting to see if the market is gonna get back to those places. Then we get to strike and get to make money, guys. So this is my chart in the market, and what you can see right now is called candlestick in the market. It's called candlesticks, and this line you're saying is called horizontal lines in the market. Also, we have this sign that looks like cross in the market. We use it to calculate pips in the market, and sometimes we use it to mark out areas in the market also. We have this stuff in this place which is used for indicators. In case I want to get to add indicators in the chart, I'll just tap on it and get to add indicators in the chart. But I'm not an indicator trader, so I don't think there's any need for that. So if I tap on this stuff also, like that stuff that looks like cross, if I get to tap on it again, then it will get to leave our chart also. And also we have this place over, we have our cycle, we have triangle, we have rectangle in the market. If I tap on it, you get to see object in the market. If I want to add any object in the market, I'll just bring it out and get to add it. Let's do something like this arrow in this place. If I want to put arrow in my market, I can just put it. Alright, that's it, man. If I want to get other things in that place, I can still get it. There are a lot of tools in that place. If I want to add more objects in the market, look at them. There are a lot of them in this place. So that's another thing you should keep in mind and get to know also, guys. If at all I want to place an object and I want to delete the object also, just like what I've done before, I'll just get to tap on the object for long. Then from there I'll tap on this delete, man. So once I tap on delete now, I will get to delete the object from my chart, so my chart will look very, very neat again. So that's it for that one. And we also have another option in this place, which is this buy limit option. And if at all we want to get a sell limit option, we can still get a sell limit. And sell limits are used whenever we want to get sales in the market, and buy limits are used whenever we want to get some buys in the market. So for instance, if I want the market to buy from this place, I can set a buy limit around this place. Then if the market gets to that place, we get to buy from that side. Or if I want to get some kind of sales in the market again, let's say I place it around this side. If at all the market gets back to that side again and get to touch it, then from there we get to sell from that side toward the downside. And also if you look very well towards the downside, you get to see something like SL in this place. So SL is for stop loss, which is what we use in calculating our risk in the market. If at all I want to raise $31 in this place, I will get to raise that in the market. And if I want to use this place as my take profit, this 3458.594 in the market, then I'll just tap on TP in the market, which is this place, and get to drag it to this side. If I drag it from this side to this place now, we will get to win 192 in the market if at all the market goes in our favor. But if at all the market doesn't get in our favor, we get to lose $31 in the market. Then if I just go to this side, then I'll get to place the order in the market, man. But I don't feel the need because it's not what I'm expecting. I don't want to go against the trend of the market. This market is currently buying, so I'm expecting the market to keep buying. Then when it's time for us to sell, we'll keep selling also. So that's one thing about this market right now. And also we have this stuff in the market which is for one click tapping. If at all I want to tap on the market so that the market will just get to buy immediately, I can just tap on this now and say sell. If I tap on it like 4-5 times, any amount I want to tap until the margin call comes in the market, I will still get to make money from the market, man. So for instance, if I want to tap on this and place a lot of positions in the market, I'll just get to tap on 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You can see the market is just tapping, and from there we get to have some kind of sales in the market, and from there we get to make crazy figures in the market if at all the market goes well. So that's it for that side also. And if I tap on the screen, you get to see something like trade, indicators, objects, settings. If I want to place more settings on my chart, I'll just tap on settings in the market. Then from there, whatever I want to change in the market, if I want to get to use a line chart in the market, if I want to use Akinashi, I can just tap on it and get to use Akinashi in the market. Okay, let me say I just get to tap on line chart in the market. Let's get back to the chart, man. You can see how the chart looks like right now. It's not like the candlesticks that we were seeing before, so this is a different thing already. If I get to tap on the screen again, it will show me settings again, and I'll get to tap on settings. If I want to use Aikinashi, I can just tap on Aikinashi, and from there we will get to see all these things about the Aikinashi market. Then from there, if I thought you want to get to use this to trade the market, for people that get to understand Aikinashi, they will get to use this to understand the market also and get to make money from themselves. but I prefer you using candlestick because that's what we mostly use in the market, and that's what I use, man. That's what I was trained with, and I'm used to it, man. Although I used to use line chart before, but line chart is very very okay also, but I use candlestick for confirmations and line chart for market movements. That's how I used to trade sometimes, but now I use mostly candlestick. But this is also bar chart in the market, and bar chart is also another kind of short pattern in the market. So let's get back to that place and get to tap on our candlestick again. Then from there we get to see our candlesticks in the market. So what else, man? Let's get back to that place. Let me get to show you some other kind of things in the market. You can see volume, you can see ask price, you can see trade orders, a lot of them in this place. I don't think you should set anything for yourself, just leave it the way it is, man. And if you don't want to use that one click, you can just tap on this one click, then from there to get to off, man. And if at all you want to get to change the colors of everything on your chart, you can just tap on colors, and you get to set your chart the way you want it to look like. You know, you get to see some people that get to use black and white candles on the chart with a black grid in the market, and you get to be like, okay, this one is using something different, that's why it's winning and that's why I'm not winning, man. It's just a little bit of touch on their chart, man. They just change the color or get to use the color that they prefer in the market, and that's why you're getting to see that in the market. So that's it for that. And what else am I forgetting around this place? Okay, we have this M15 in the market. That's for time frame in the market. If I want to change my time frame, I can just tap on anyone that I want to change to. Then from there I will get to change my time frame. For instance, if I want to tap on M1, I will get to tap on M1, and every candle that forms in this market forms after 1 minute right now. If I want to get to tap on M15, that is 15 minutes time frame, M5 5 minutes, M30 30 minutes, H1 1 hour candle, H4 4 hour candle, day1 daily candle, W1 weekly candle, and MN, which is the monthly time frame. So all these time frames are time frames in the market, and just like the way you can see right now, every candle forms after how many minutes? Every candle in this place forms after 15 minutes. So I expect a new candle after the next 15 minutes, and from there you get to see that the market is not playing, man. Just like the way we have normal 15 minutes and normal time, that's how the market works also. And if at all I want to get to play some trade, I'll just get to calculate the hours it's gonna take for me to get the market back to this place. Then from there we get to enter the market and still get to make profit in the market, man. So that's about the market. And if at all I want to get some entry in the market right now, for instance I want to sell in the market or I want to buy in the market, I will just tap on this sell in the market right now. Just tap on it. That's one entry in the market already, two entry in the market. If I want to change my lot size, I can just tap on the lot size. If I want to change my lot size to the lowest lot size in the market, I'll just get to tap on 0.01 in the market. That's the lowest lot size, but I mostly use 0.1 in the market because I don't want to waste too much time getting to risk little then getting to make little profit in the market. And if you look very very well now, you can see a new candle in the market. That's to tell you that the market is following up with the normal time, and this is 10 p.m. in the night, which is also that you should keep in mind also, guys. So if I want to close this, I can't close it in this place, but I can just get back to another place, which is the place where we have our trade in the market. So let's get to trade right now. You get to see how much you're making in the market and how much you're losing in the market also. If I thought you get to lose the market, you get to see losses in this place. If I thought you're winning, you get to see wins in the market. So right now we are currently in some kind of profit in the market, and that's why the market is blue. If at all we were in some kind of loss in the market, we should be seeing some kind of minus in this place, which is some kind of red numbers reading around this side and also red numbers reading around this side, whereby we have our trade open in order to show that the market is currently in loss, man. If at all I want to place my stop loss in this market, I'll just get back to the market, which is on our chart right now, and tap on this place whereby we have our sell in the market. You can see SL now, you can see TP in the market. So if I want to place my stop loss around this side, I'll just get to place it around this side. And if I want to take my take profit around this side, I'll just get to place my take profit around this side also. For instance, I want to take something like this, then I'll just press on this arrow sign. Then now we have what? We have stop loss in the market, we have take profit in the market. If I tap on modify right now, we get to have our stop loss in the market and also our take profit in the market. So let me tap on modify so that you guys can see it also. So right now I've tapped on modify and you can see what the market is doing. Our stop loss has been placed and our take profit has been placed. If at all I can't do it here, I can just tap on this stuff that looks like cross in the market, then tap on this place. How much is this in the market? This is 109,147. So I'll go back to this place where we have our trade in the market, and I'll just tap on this for long. Then I'll get to see something like modify position in the market also. I'll get to tap on it. Then from there we press 10960. I think so. 10960. That's my stop loss. Okay, let's say 109,600 in the market, something like that. But whatever we get to see in this place, that's what we're gonna use, man. So you can see that there's some kind of difference between this one and that one, which is the fact that I didn't get to press the right number. But I just want to make you guys understand that you can just get to get to know the number from this side. Then from there you can go back to this place, and you still get to modify your position and place the right stop loss that you want to place on the market. If at all I want to close this right now, I'll just press on close position, and if I want to close both position at the same point, then I'll just tap on these bulk operations and get to tap on it, man. Then from there you see close all positions, close profitable positions, close sell positions, close BTC USD. You can see the options are on this side. If at all I had some kind of losing trade, I'll press on these close profitable positions only. Then from there to just close the ones that are in profit. If I want to close on everything, I can just close everything. If I want to close on sales positions also, I can just close it, because sometimes we do get to buy and sell, and we still have some kind of buys in the market. Then from there we get to close the sales only, and from there we still get to make money in the market, man. So if I want to press on close up positions, I'll just tap on it right now and everything is gonna close up, man. You can see how fast it is. Very, very fast, guys. So the next thing you should get to see is this place where we have our history in the market. In this place you get to see the trade I've taken in the market, and you get to see everything that I've done for the month. If at all you want to change the date, you can just press on it and change it to last week, change it to last month, whichever date you want to choose. You can just press on it, and from there you get to see what you're doing in the market, man. So that's the work of this place, nothing much. Then if at all you want to set some things on your app, you can just get to press on these settings also. Then from there, if at all you want to add a new account or something like that, you want to allow them to be sending you mailbox, anything you want to press in this place, you can just press on it. You have nothing to lose in the market, that's just the truth. As far as you're using your demo account to do this, you have nothing to lose. So if you want to enable news, you can press on enable news. You can get to see news for yourself. If at all you want to put on sound, that sound that whenever you press position, it do that sound, you can just press on it also, and you get to have that sound on your phone. Also, if you want to lock your screen, for instance, you want to have a password that you get to press on whenever you want to log in into your MetaTrader 5, you can just press on this and get to enable it also. Just like the way I did on my own, I have a password, and that's one of the reasons why people don't get to log into my MT5 just like that, man. This like our money bank, bro. So we have to protect it at all costs also. So that's it for now. And what else again? What do I need to show you guys? I think there's nothing I'm forgetting right now. If I get to tap this, it will become smaller. If I tap on it again, it will come back to the normal size again. So I think that's all for now, and that's all guys. So let's get back to the shower. Let me get to conclude the video.
So that's all you need to know on how to use this MetaTrader 5. All you just have to do right now is get to subscribe and get to watch more videos, and from there you can get to learn more things about the market, guys. See you in my next video, and don't forget to share with your trading friends also. Peace and love, guys.